Alright, welcome back everybody. Sorry for the low light. This is going to be a low quality video, and quite honestly, I don't care. Alright, just got finished watching the first few minutes of Veggie Rose's live stream that she put up a little while ago. I think it ended about an hour ago. Alright, so here's Veggie Rose. She's got just under 100,000 subscribers. And she's been vegan for 3 years, makes recipe videos and all kinds of stuff. Now, her live stream was titled something like, "Am I still vegan or no longer veggie?" or something like that. So, of course, I'm thinking this is going to be some clickbaity anti-vegan or no longer vegan kind of title. I get in there and I realize very quickly that this girl's about to flake out. So, she's talking about how she's craving fish. Now, she hasn't actually eaten any animal products yet, so what I want to do is take this moment to say to Veggie Rose that, look, don't flake out. You owe yourself and the animals a little bit more than that, a little bit more respect. These animals do not deserve to die. These animals do not deserve to be hauled out of the ocean and then they slowly gasp for breath as they suffocate and die of suffocation, usually crowded together on top of a boat, or even if you get it like local with a hook through their mouth or some shit. These animals don't deserve that. If you are craving fish, and you say you've been craving fish pretty much the last 3 years since you went vegan, it's possible that you are deficient in some nutrient or you're low in some nutrient, your levels are low in something. The first step, the responsible thing to do is to take some kind of a blood work test, see where your levels are, check that out, and kind of see where you're at. If you are still, maybe your levels are good and you're still just craving fish, there's Gardein. There's all kinds of different fishless options there that have the taste. You can add seaweed to your vegan sushi. You can do all these things that will give you that fishy kind of a taste and that fishy kind of a texture. And you've got a big channel, a pretty big channel, just about to hit 100,000 subs. You've got all these people who kind of follow along. You create great recipes and great content. But, if you're considering, if you're like, hey, I really want to eat some fish and I've been thinking about it for a few months now and I just kind of think I'm going to, like, man, that's sad. Don't do that shit. Like, that's just sad. Don't flake out on the animals. They need you. Speaking of animals, I got a cat over here scratching because that's what they like to do. They like interrupting my videos. Hey, come on. But yeah, you know what? These fish, these animals, they don't deserve that. Obviously, if you're considering just going pescatarian, then you haven't made that emotional and ethical connection with the animals. And I get it. So it's not like you're even really vegan. You're just like a plant-based folk, and that's fine. But if you've gone 3 years without eating animals, come on, make it last. Like, man up and just like, don't flake out. They deserve better from you. You deserve to not do that. Look, if we all gave into our addictions, we gave into our cravings. There are people who, would be drinking all day, they'd be doing drugs all day, and would be completely screwing over their lives because they caved into cravings. Hey, every now and then I get this weird little thought in my head, not that I'd ever do it, but I get this little craving in my head for like a more of a nostalgic feel for some party drug that I used to do like 15 years ago or something. But I'm not going to give in to that because number one, I don't need it. I've gone all this time without it, and number three, I have more respect for myself than to get back into that and do that kind of stuff. And I'm not equating eating fish with doing hard drugs or something like that in the effect that it's going to have on you, but the stakes are just as high, and it is just important because it's literally taking somebody's life. And you can pretend that fish lives don't matter, you can pretend whatever, but at the end of the day, that's an innocent being that doesn't deserve to be killed for taste bud pleasure. So, yeah, buy some Gardein fishless fillets, get your blood work checked to see if there's anything you're low in. You could be craving a certain nutrient, your omegas could be out of whack, something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but just don't flake out on the fish and the other animals. Come on, you deserve better than that. And the 100,000 subscribers that you have deserve a strong individual is going to make the right choice and lead by example. So hopefully you see this video and hopefully you pay attention. I don't know.